I think we are live. I think we are live. Let's check that audio out. Let's see how the audio settings are. They sound pretty good. Okay. That is good. We are good to go. That's awesome to hear. Hey folks, Jerome Forestwood here over in Oak Ridge 41st Station, and we are here for the neighborhood checkup today. So we shall be checking out the neighborhood of South Cambie. You can see already with my hair, it's been a messy day today. It's been a warm day outside, and that's good for us. So let's head on out on our neighborhood checkup and let's see what South Cambie looks like today. Come on, come with me. Let's go see what Vancouver's like today. Come. Checking out South Cambie because this is our neighborhood checkup. So of course we enter in the gates. We gotta exit the gates. So let's exit those gates right now. And let's head up. And here we are outside of the SkyTrain station.
It does, like, you can see.
We're technically not in South Cambie yet. We have to cross the street to that corner, and then that'll put us on the southeast corner of South Cambie. Looks like we're gonna wait. So this is the intersection of Cambie and West 41st. Oh my gosh. Brittany, nice to have you. Good to have you on the stream. Yeah, we're over here at Cambie and West 41st. And we're on our neighborhood checkup today. We're going to check out the South Cambie neighborhood. How often do you say you go to South Cambie? Usually not unless you actually live there. So we're going to go in there today and find out what's going on. Currently in the borders of Oak Ridge right now. And now we're going to cross the street and we're leaving Oak Ridge. And we're heading into, oh, we got to walk in the crosswalk. Crosswalk used to be a whole lot bigger. What the heck? Fair enough. And now we are over here in South Cambie. Starts here at 41st and Cambie Street. And it runs along 41st over to Oak Street, and then north on Oak over to 16th, and then east on 16th over to Cambie Street, and then back down to 41st. South Cambie neighborhood over here is slowly changing. This will definitely, even though this is in Oak Ridge, right next to it here, this is the Oak Ridge properties. This will definitely change the whole area. In fact, all along this strip here, there is, from time to time, different buildings going up all the way up and into the Dunbar Southlands as well. A lot of different neighborhoods over here. That'll benefit from this new development here. A whole lot of people will come in to live here, and a whole lot of shopping will get put here again. You can see the outside facade on over here. It looks very impressive. And you can see over here they're already doing some construction work. Working hard. Doing their thing. Nick, nice to see you. Yeah, Brittany's here too. Yeah, so folks, we're on our neighborhood checkup today. We're checking out the neighborhood of South Cambie over here. It's one of the residential neighborhoods over here on the west side. And it's just below the Fairview neighborhood. So this is where we are. This is what we're doing. Again, doing those neighborhood checkups. Seeing what's going on in the neighborhood. See how people treat us. All that type of stuff as we're going through the neighborhood. Really giving you an idea of the character of the neighborhood. Hey Justin, nice to see you too. Nick's here, Brittany's here. Good to see you as well. So yeah, let's head on along. So we're walking along the southern border of South Cambie here. And of course, it is a neighborhood full of different apartments, different condominiums, seniors residents we just passed. And of course you can see some of the new developments on over here. Let's turn the camera. Look at this right here.
This works.
Or newer. Some of these have been around for a while. Look at that right there. Wow. Condo living at its best. Just past Manson Street. Or Marston Street. Oh, okay. No, Manson Street. I was like, did they really name it Manson Street? Yes, they did. And we're going to walk on down the southern border over to Willow. Really giving you an idea of the character here. Of this area. Here's Heather Street here. We've seen Heather Street when we're walking along West Broadway. It makes it all the way down here. And of course it gets cut off finally when it gets around the Oak Ridge right here. Here's this side of the terminus of Heather Street. Here's one of our old bus shelters here. Oh wow, these are the old ones. These are the ones they used to make out of wood. And stay lickety-split dry underneath that. Interesting. This is interesting. We have an interesting character already. Ahead of us here. We have an interesting character already. Ahead of us here. Stopping and pausing, stopping and pausing. It's a little strange. So this is one of the smallest neighborhoods in Vancouver, and rent for a one bedroom will go from anywhere from $2,300 to $2,900. Okay, and then the homes around here are anywhere from $2.5 million to $4.5 million. So condominiums on over here too are probably around 800,000. This area is full of people from the Jewish diaspora group as well. You see synagogues and mosques in and around the area. But that isn't the only populations that live here. It's also one of our skinnier neighborhoods too. I mean, primarily a big long rectangle. Let's head on in. This is Willow Street right here. And across the street and then stroll along Willow and we'll see what's up with the neighborhood, how everything holds up. Checking our internet quality as well, which can be an issue here in Vancouver. Gives you an idea. Lots of people that live down in these areas that sometimes complain about the internet isn't so good. And for good reason. It really isn't. So it looks like this is actually going to get torn down eventually. The Oak Mountain Medical Center. And look what else, look what's going to get built here. Look at that right there. How many floors is that? That's got to be 15 floors. This place is definitely going to change. There's going to be a nice big tall building here eventually. But not quite yet. I kind of want it now. You can see with the new subway project that's going in, there's a lot of development going on along the Canada Line as well. This is just an example. We're not too far away. Like, this is a 5-minute walk over to the Canada Line right here. Like, you literally just got to walk that way 5 minutes. Let's head in though. This is Willow Street right here. We're gonna go to a park by the local high school over here first. So that's part of the neighborhood checkup, checking out the different parks, Oak Meadow Parks. Just a few blocks up here. And you'll get to see some of the housing in the area too. Give me a heads up if it gets a little buffery. It does tend to get buffery in these neighborhoods. Again, the Wi-Fi isn't so good down here. But who knows about this neighborhood? Maybe this neighborhood's an exception. Look at this, like almost identical townhouses all the way along here. Wow. And then across the street you just have these like single family, tiny little single family dwelling homes.
Look at this photo we got.
So there's these tiny little single family dwelling homes here, really reminiscent of the wartime era. And they'd pop up these smaller homes, whether it was in Ontario or British Columbia or Alberta, Saskatchewan, anywhere, even the East Coast. Okay, during the Second World War when we had the baby boom. And now we're at another precipice here. Every once in a while you get into a housing crisis in society. You can read up on the history of housing crises. Crises. And then more houses get built. Which is interesting to see. It's like it's holding up rather well here. That's nice to see. You could see like this house has got like a few more modern amenities to it. Right on over here. Solid brick exterior, double door. Okay, and so like a smaller single family dwelling home used to live there, they tore it down and they built that. And over here, it looks like this place right here, they're going to build a whole new building too. Right here, this is going to be called the urban townhomes. So the more townhomes are coming right here, and it's going to be called the Willow Walk because it's on Willow Street. Let's keep strolling through the neighborhood. The Willow Walk. I love it. Sounds awesome. Torchy, good to see you. Hello from South Vancouver. Good to see you on the stream. Yeah, we're over here doing a neighborhood checkup in the South Cambie neighborhood. So when we do on neighborhood checkups, I either do them on a Thursday or a Wednesday. So we're doing it on Thursday today. We go into neighborhoods that we wouldn't necessarily go into, okay? And of course we check out the neighborhood, see what it's all about. See where we're going, what's going on. So yeah, it's interesting. And sometimes it's residential, sometimes it's urban, downtown. So here we are, we're on our neighborhood checkup right now in the South Cambie neighborhood. This is where we're exploring today. There's a school right on over there. You can see part of the school here. I just don't want to show the part with the kids, so just to get you that. Oh, the Willow Walk, sounds good. Rolls off the tongue, yeah, people be able to tell, hey, I'm on the Willow Walk, you know where I live. Ron, good to see you as well. Oh wow, look, we came to an entirely new development right here. Look at this right here. They got a whole new slate of townhomes. Looks like I'm gonna have to cross the street, but wow, yeah, no complaints. They're putting in, look at that. They're gonna have like an above balcony there. So you climb out the stairs there and you go up. Wow, that's cool. So you have a balcony up top and a smaller, skinnier balcony down below on the second level. That's cool. Looks like they're running a summer camp out of the school here. Good to see. Not sure if school's out yet or not. From there, from the second level, you might not be able to see the seaplanes, but you'll definitely be able to see a whole lot. Like, we're at the top of the hill here, literally over here in this area. Like, you'll be able to see a lot. At least some of the buildings, if you're looking north, you'll be able to see the downtown. If you're looking south, you'll probably be able to see the Fraser from these buildings. That's pretty cool. Until something bigger is built. That won't take too long. Oh, Torchy's over by Victoria and 52nd. Oh, okay, that's nice. Where is that? Wait, are you on Victoria Fraser View side or are you on the Sunset side? I'm still learning a little bit about that neighborhood. I know a lot more about Sunset than Victoria Fraser View. So this is 37th and Willow Street here. And yeah, you can see like there's an indoor gym right there, eh? Right there for the school. So that school's obviously pretty good if it's got a nice facility like that. And then it's got a nice basketball court here that's open to the public as well. That's pretty cool. So this is the green space next to the high school here. So that was the elementary school we were passing. The high school's right on over here, eh? And this is Oak Meadows Park, which goes along the high school. Oh, on the Victoria Fraser View side. Yeah, I'm planning out a neighborhood checkup for your neighborhood at some point in time in the near future. Still doing the research, but Looking forward to it. I'm keeping an eye on a whole bunch of different neighborhoods right now. Trying to get through these neighborhoods first. Yeah, that's the whole thing. It's like you got to think about it this way. It's like some people who watch these videos just want to see people walking in the downtown core, but it's also good to come out to these areas and show you what these spaces look like. And unlike a lot of those urban people that are often from central Canada, Ontario and Quebec, a lot of the other people want to see like different neighborhoods, and if it's a little more residential, they're not too worried about that. So there's the local high school right there. I didn't even know there was a giant soccer field in this park. Wow. Look at that. Well, it's a park, so we don't have to stick to the path. Let's get in the middle of this thing, see what it's like. Look at that view. Look at that mountain view. Getting close to the Shaughnessy border. The homes that they have less cell phone coverage over there, and some of the homes actually have privacy jammers as well. They're not legal, but they still have them. And some friends who live over in that area or have family on over there. They're fairly affluent people. And they say their parents got that stuff just to keep it private, so if we get a little buffering on over here, it's probably because we're adjacent to Shaughnessy. Look at that, that's so beautiful. Yeah, this is an awesome little neighborhood to come into. Very cool, very cool. Yeah, so I've been here before, but still. I didn't know this field was here. This is pretty cool. It's like a full-blown soccer field. There's all these like cool like twisting trails in here that go around the meadow. I believe there's one of the trails up ahead of us here too. So we can head this way. And there's a trail that'll take us around here. So this is like a naturalized area on over here. And they just kind of let the meadow grow. And if it eventually turns into a forest, they're okay with that. They'll maintain the areas that they want open, like around benches and stuff like that. And then this is obviously both for the high school and for the public to use on over here. This looks like the high school's surplus soccer field. And there's the high school right there. You can see, we'll see more of the high school because we're going to walk right past it. And of course, the high school students aren't really in there anymore. They're currently in their exams. If not done their exams now. So this will take you down onto the high school property. And it's okay, this is all part of a public path, so this is fine. We got some nice tennis courts here. All part of like The high school is connected to all these nice public amenities as well. Oh, what's the name of the high school? That's a good point. Let's find that out right now for you. Is it the Eric Hamber Secondary School? I guess so. That's what it says. Oh yeah. So yeah, this is totally public high school kind of partnerships. There is some washrooms right here for the park. Wow, that's cool. They got washrooms down here too. Wow, bougie park. Bougie. Yeah, I can see we're already down one bar. The closer we get to Shaughnessy, the more the bars go down. Oh, rich people neighborhoods. Yeah, we're over by Eric Hamber School right now. Uh-huh. What can you say? What can you do? Again, though, if you don't walk through these neighborhoods, you don't get to see what these places look like. And they just remain a mystery. That was your old high school? Okay, well, we're over by your old high school. Dad playing tennis with the kid. I'll keep the camera off of that. I thought it was two adults at first. Nice tennis court, though. This is a pretty cool high school. Look at that, the classic high school doors here. Second floor. Huge windows. That's a classic Canadian design right there. The old steps. You spelled bougie right the first time, Brittany. Looks like they abandoned these steps and just put in the new concrete. I'll just put this stuff in right here. That's funny. Oh, Nelly. Oh, you used the running track when you were there. Okay, fair enough. Where does this go? Oh, it looks like we got this is the hospital on over here. Is it the hospital? I'm not sure. There's the children's hospital around here too. Is this more of the high school? Or is this an office building? What is this? I'm having some fun right now, guys. Hey Matt, good to see you. Yeah, we're in South Cambie right now. Doing a neighborhood checkup. Checking out the neighborhood, seeing what's going on. And there's like staff parking here, all this stuff. Okay. Childcare. I wonder what this building is right here. Hey, nice to see you. Oh yeah, so this is still part of the high school right here. So we'll get off of this spot.
Usually it works.
Oh wow, that was cool. Yeah, and that's the high school right there. What an amazing ground. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, we're by Laurel Street on over here. Okay. So if we go back to Willow this way, this will take us over to the hospital. And you can see part of the hospital from here. Here's some of the new townhomes. They say they're move-in ready. Look at that. Brand new, right? Brand spanking new right here, eh? What a day, what a day. Yeah, there's a food truck. There's a tornado truck there. Tornado potatoes. So we're crossing the street, crossing West 33rd, and we're over here by the condos. Yeah, so I could see the internet not being very good on over here, guys. It's because these are new developments here. So the demand hasn't quite moved in here yet. And a lot of these don't have people actually in them yet. Wow. They're still for sale. These units are not selling. Interesting. A few of them have moved in. A lot of them look empty. There's even like empty rooms in there. Wow. You can look right on in and see just like an empty place in there. Fascinating. So we're on Willow Street again. I guess you can have your door at the back there too if you want. Brooke, good to see you. Yeah, it's a nice day outside today. It's pretty good. We're on Willow Street right now at Willow and 33rd in South Cambie. Did Asim enjoy his Dante sandwich yesterday? His Italian sandwich? He loved it. He loved it. It was so awesome. Yeah, he was happy I got to meet the one of the owners too of Dante as well. So, yeah, that was pretty cool. You could see him in the video at the end of me eating the sandwich in the black shirt. Was kind of hovering behind me. Listening to everything I'm saying. Ah, it was so funny. Yeah. Yeah, maybe Brooke will convert him on over to Italian sandwiches. He's been staying away from Italian food. Hey guys. So here's the BC Children's Hospital. And we're like right in the center of the BC Children's Hospital right now. Wow. This is kind of neat. And the BC Women's Hospital as well. Look at this right here. Oh, there's a walkway down there. Oh, we can walk under this bridge here. So if we need to walk under a bridge, we'll walk under a bridge. I'm kind of exploring right now. So yeah, it's the BC Women's Hospital right on over here. Wow. That's cool. I think we'll walk. We'll stay off from down there right now. Very cool. And we'll walk this way. Looks like there's a sidewalk over here, so we'll take the sidewalk. So this is a massive complex of different hospitals in the area, just kind of quietly tucked away over here in the East Cambie, or in South Cambie. Looks like this part of the hospital might be shut down or just used for office space right now. That'll happen sometimes, especially when they want to tear down a section. A lot of this has older infrastructure. Oh, we're close to GF Strong. Oh, okay. Yeah, we got a really good signal on over here. Of course, it is the hospital. Where's GF Strong? GF. Oh, GF Strong Rehabilitation? Yeah, we're real close. Now it's part of the same complex. Torchy? Yeah, that is, we're real close to that. We're still on the other side of the hospital, but yeah. Look at that right there. Like, look at this. This is kind of cool. So, yeah, this is the older part of the hospital. This is all Art Deco. When you start getting designs like this, and the waves in the windows, this is a much, much older part of the building here. A much older part. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Let's keep going. Oh yeah, we got all bars out here. This is good to see. That's cute. A little bit of indigenous art out there too. We're at the hospital. So the hospital really does make up a large part of... Oh wow, look at this. They got totem poles up here too. Right here on the property. Very cool. So this is your indigenous healing place right here. That's awesome. That's great to see this type of stuff here. That's beautiful too. It's just like some kind of building where they have people sitting there in a circle. Very common in indigenous communities. Circle plays a large role in indigenous communities. That's awesome, Torchy. And good for you too, Ron. BC Women's Hospital right here. Wow. There's the logo right there too. That's so cool. Okay. We're almost out of here. Looks like I turn up here. Yep. It's like a maze in there. Yeah, it is. It really is. That's okay. It's fun putting the puzzle pieces together. There's the power center pass stack right there. So every hospital has a power center to it. That's why sometimes you'll see like multiple hospitals on one larger property, because they need, and then there's the other part of the power center right there, because they take up a lot of power. Looks like there's a trail on over here, or a path. Like guys, like really, like how often do you get to see this unless you're actually coming here? Like this is the BC Children's Hospital and the BC Women's Hospital here. You really don't get to see these areas. Okay? There's a kid up ahead of us, so we're gonna turn the camera this way. You can see how big the parking lots are though too, eh? Just amazing. Yeah, Torchy, I would too. I would definitely walk around here all the time if my partner was in the hospital. Look at that right there. There's the entrances right on over there for the BC Children's Hospital. But like, I just looked at the map. There's hospital, like there are hospital facilities over here for regular people too, adults, all that type of stuff. Not just women and children. Like, there's a mix of other smaller facilities, just like Torchy was talking about here too. So, pretty neat to see. Okay, let's see. Where is Willow Street? I bet it's this way. Yep. Willow Street and Heather Street, besides Oakville, Oak Ridge, or Oak Street, and Cambie Street, really make up the center of this neighborhood. It's pretty neat to see. And you can see how quiet the neighborhood is too. But the other thing that's very interesting, like look at this, look at all these different properties we passed. There's new development going in here and they want to build bigger. They want to build more units into smaller spaces, or take this larger space and make like multiple units here. That's interesting to see. You're really seeing the evolution on over here. This stuff hasn't necessarily gotten over to the Shaughnessy neighborhood yet, right next door. It's just interesting to see. This is St. Jude's right here. Okay. And over here, this is Braemar Park. I've started a few live streams over here before. It's an awesome little park here. There's a nice little field house here too. I know we're close to a strip mall as well. On over here. Real close. Look at that. Entire baseball field here. It's epic. Let's walk across the field. Here's Braemar right here. You can see like big soccer field here. Baseball diamond. All that type of stuff. It looks like it's mainly used for doggos though. I have no idea. I have no idea. Look at this though. Yeah, so welcome to Braemar Park. Right on over here. Let me see if I'm saying it right. Yeah, Braemar Park. Just a nice big open sports field. Pretty interesting to see. Pretty interesting. So, okay. There's some of those soccer and football things. They don't have one on the other side though, like right down there. They don't have one, which is interesting. Do you need to make your own when you're over there? Who knows? Let the secrets of Braemar Park open up. I have no idea what Canuck Place is. Enlighten me. There's the rehabilitation center right here. Torchy, is that the building that your husband stayed in? Yeah, this is the GF Strong facility right here. Right across the street. So again, this is why they put all these different facilities together on these different properties. Okay, here's the GF Strong facility right here. Oh wow, look at that, there's a GF Strong center right there. That's cool. That's very, very cool. It's very, very cool. I didn't even know this was here. That's cool. Thanks for letting me know, Torchy. That's awesome. It's good to see. Here's the mall right here. It'll buffer for a minute, guys. I just gotta get to this other side right here. There we go. We're good. We're out. It'd help a lot of people with brain injuries. That's cool. That's really cool. Oh wow, look at this. You can see the mountains from here. Yeah, we're over by the Safeway. The signal is not so good on over here. It is just not so good on over here. But yeah, we got a lot of cool restaurants down here too. So I'll stand here in the open parking lot. Yeah, the signal's a little bit better on over here. Okay. And I'm afraid to go into any of these restaurants right now because the minute you go under a roof, it gets really, really weak signal here. So anyways, let's see, there's a Mandarin Hong Kong Cafe. Okay. Kim Express, City Cafe, Osaka, Sushi. Like there's so much here. This is a nice little strip mall to be at here too. Yeah, and a big old Safeway up here too. Pretty good. You got your Dollar Papa here as well. That's cool. That's very cool. No direct coffee shop though. Like no individual coffee shop. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's keep going up Willow. We can go up the outside. There's a few shops there, but nothing really too much to see. And a lot of it's starting to close down, like right now. So this is Laurel Street here. And I think if we walk up one more street, oh, if we walk up Laurel Street, it'll take us to right where I want to go. Okay, very cool. Let's do that. Wow. Yeah, this is the intersection of Laurel and King Edward. Across the street here. Let's see what happens when we walk into this neighborhood here. What will happen to the signal? So heading up the 24th here. Looks like we're down to 3 bars. We're definitely into an area that has more affluent homes. And whenever you go into an area that has more affluent homes, there's 2 factors that are an issue with the internet in these areas. There's fewer people living in these big old homes on over here, okay, than you actually think. So they don't give a lot of cell phone coverage to this. Another thing is a lot of these homes, they just have things inside of them to jam cell phones because they want their privacy. So they got both. But really, the biggest issue is just the cell phone coverage on over here. Just so much cell phone coverage that's not here. Like they really rely on you using your own internet in your home to really keep your phone going. And like when you step out, you can obviously, we're live streaming, so we got a few bars here. It's not the greatest quality, but yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, fewer people, less cell phone coverage. That's how it pretty much goes. It makes sense. And you run into this issue in other areas as well. Even in Kitsilano when you're on Westport Ave. So like the Kitsilano the street party, okay, where they have all the music and stuff like that. I won't be live streaming that. I'll be videotaping that. There's not enough cell phone towers around there. So yeah, it is a bit of an issue. Oh, here we are. We're at the park. So we're at a big old park out here. Looks like they're running a summer camp over here out of this park. This is Douglas Park that we're at. Looks like they're having like a free community day on the weekend here too. There's so much stuff happening this weekend. This has happened on the 21st here. Wow. Tomorrow's the summer solstice as well. Wow. Like guys, like this is a whole community center right here. Like wow. There's like a running path here and everything that goes around the whole park too. Wow. Who would have known? Who would have known? Like you really don't know unless you're like right here. Wow. Washrooms on the side, but like there's a complex inside too. That's neat. There's this big old path that runs through it. We'll take the big old path. And then another field right on over here where there aren't kids right now. So welcome to Douglas Park, everyone. Over here by the Douglas Community Center, which is right here. Douglas Park Community Center right there. You'd never know that place existed. What? They got like pottery wheels down here. Look at this. Pottery. They have a whole pottery studio in there. I'll let you guys come and check that out yourself. This place is epic. That playground's crawling with kids right now. We're keeping the camera off of that. Look at this field here. This is just a beautiful field. Beautiful, massive, huge field here, guys. Wow, look at that. Look at the trees over here too, across the way too. Wow, this is just something epic. This is definitely like colonial. And look at this park, wow. Douglas Park is huge. Huge. Like this is just massive. This is one half of the park too. Just think, there's a community center in the middle, and then this is the other half of the park. Wow. Wow. Okay. No complaints here. Let's head on up and let's check out more of the neighborhood now. And we've checked out the community center. We've checked out the parks. There's one more park just straight up the street here, another block called Heather Park. And then we'll start getting back up to 16th Ave and around some more places that are here in and around the neighborhood. And we'll walk back on over to the Cambie village and stuff like that too. So come on, let's go. Now there are some cafes to note over on this side that you can go to. I'm gonna walk on the other side of the street because there's kids on that side. Here we are, folks. Welcome to the few folks that have just joined the stream. Good to see you on the stream. We are doing our neighborhood checkup. We are in the South Cambie neighborhood right now. Checking out the neighborhood, checking out the parks, seeing what's in and around here. It's a relatively residential area, but there is a mix of different things that we've seen here already, especially in and around the different parks that are here. Different ways people are living, different developments coming in and out of the area. This is Heather Park on over here. Wow, they got like a whole mulched dog park here. Let's get nosy. I want to see what the doggos are up to. Joshua, nice to see you. Yeah, we're on over here in South Cambie doing a neighborhood checkup right now. Seeing what this neighborhood's all about. Just wandering around it, checking out the different facilities, seeing how people are living on over here. You never really come to these neighborhoods unless you try. Look at that right there. This is a beautiful park. Beautiful, beautiful park. The doggos are having so much fun out there. Let's see. It's just nicely mulched here too. Very, very good. Very cool. Yeah, so this is Heather Park we're in right now. Okay. Nice big park on over here. Nice amount of green space. Drinking fountains. So much good stuff here. So much like amenities and stuff. And then some stellar tennis courts on over here. Yeah, these aren't your blasé tennis courts on over here. They're gonna like walk right past it. Look at these tennis courts. Yeah, they spent some money on these tennis courts. Check that out. Wow. It's awesome to see. It's being used though, which is good to see. But you can see like the tarmac, all the nice paint. Yeah, that's a very nice tennis court. Very nice tennis court. A hard top. Oh my gosh, Mark. Wow. Wow, I didn't even know you were here. Oh, wow. Thank you, thank you. So I'd like to just say thanks to Mark for the $20 super chat. That's greatly appreciated. Yeah, we're showing you a neighborhood that not a lot of people come to unless they live here. So you get to see it. Sometimes they don't have a lot of like restaurants and stuff that we can go into. But that's okay. That's why we go to other areas other days. But thank you for the $20 super chat. That's greatly appreciated. Yeah, we'll put that towards like money so we can explore like restaurants and stuff like that. So it's greatly appreciated. Look at this though here. Heather Park, eh? How would you know? Like doggos and like premium wood chips for doggos. And then right on over here, nicely painted with like fresh nets. Wow. Wow. This park is bougie. This isn't the bougiest place in all of Vancouver, but their facilities are well taken care of. Yeah, like why would you want to live in a place like Shaughnessy if you were wealthy? I'd rather live on over here near all of these cool parks, you know? There's Heather Park right there. There's the sign. Let's head up this way. I believe this is Heather Street. Yeah, we're on Heather. And 16th is right ahead of us here, so we're starting to get back to civilization. Yeah, you can see right on over here all the different townhomes that are here. We're starting to move more into like the apartments and stuff. There's some more of the apartments right here. Christian! Nice to have you on the stream. Good to see you here. Chris, much love from Brantford. Thank you very much. That's greatly appreciated. Let's keep going. It looks like there's stuff that's still got to move into this building here. I guess if you wanted to open a business up, there's a retail space right around here. You'd have to work like a little harder just to attract people down here though. That's a thing. So we're in the neighborhood over here, but if we cross the street here and head on over here, because I need a coffee, we're no longer in the neighborhood. Okay, now we're in Fairview. Okay, but I need a coffee, so we'll see if we can get a coffee over here. This is Fellow Star Coffee and Bikes, so they do bikes and they also do coffee. Give me a heads up if it gets a little weird, the stream. Keep the camera on me. Hey,
How's it going?
you guys got a cold brew?
No, unfortunately not.
Do you just got a regular mocha?
Yes.
Yeah, let's get a regular mocha then.
Can I get you anything else?
No, I'm good. That's pretty much it. Thank you. Just getting out my card, guys. There we are. Real simple. Somebody brought their bike in right now, so you can bring your bike in right now. Get it fixed. And they got a little cafe on over here too. Cafe isn't as open. Yeah, I didn't realize that the other guy was there. Nice. So yeah, this is pretty cool. You can come on over here. You can see a little bit of the stuff that they have on over here too. There's some of the bags. Espresso presses. Okay. Does anyone have the bikes back here? Here's some of the bikes on over here too and stuff, keeping the people off of the screen. Right? Yeah, I just really needed a coffee, and there isn't a lot of coffee places in that neighborhood, so and I knew this place would be open. And so yeah, so it's almost ready. Yeah, there's like a bench outside, so maybe we'll go sit on the bench. It's too nice to stay inside, unless of course you're working. If you're working, you gotta work. Yeah, I'm working right now. Oh my gosh, thank you very much. Nah, we'll go sit at the bench. That'll keep that'll do us good. Yeah, they have these nice little benches out here. This will give me a chance to chill out. Yeah, like there's stores on the other side of the street. Like there's stores here. But like, look at this. It's like a lawyer, notary, okay, gyrotonic. So like it's a real mixed bag, and like this seems to be like the closest place. Like I used to, like you used to be able to go right in here. Okay. This is the old convenience store right on over here, but that's not there anymore. Yeah. So yeah, we had to cross the street. We had to leave the neighborhood to get a cafe right now. Because the other thing is that the cafes that are over here, they're all closing now. They're all closing shop. Okay, it's like they're closed in the next minute. So and you have to leave South Cambie to get a nice cup of coffee. Wow. Unless you're like before 5 o'clock. Just think of it, like how many people actually like go out for a cup of coffee? Okay, a cup of coffee. Like they'll go in the morning, but like if you're not keeping your cafes open a little bit later, they're not coming in the evening time either. And there's a whole stretch of people that want to drink coffees in the evening time as well. Like we don't want like a super late coffee, but we just want something nice to drink, you know? Well, Velo Star Coffee and Bikes, you did the job. Thank you very much. Kudos to you. So, yeah, this is the old Olympic Grocers right here. So I used to be able to walk in here, but like it closed not too long ago. Like, look at the sign right there. Like, it's still nice. Flowers over here are still well kept. Nah, so it closed recently. And this is a heritage building too. Wow. Just wow. These are older townhouses, but still a little more modern, so probably the last 20 years. So we're walking along West 16th. This is a really nicely well-balanced mocha. Not too big either. It's around $6, and that's golden price here. It's a little pricey, but we are kind of out in the middle, away from things. So when you come into these smaller neighborhoods and buy local, sometimes you pay a little bit more. That's okay. That's okay, I don't mind it. Like, you know, nice cup. Yeah, it was nice and creamy on top. Okay. You can still taste the espresso in there, and they didn't cheat and just put coffee in. There's espresso. Okay. And just like a nice soothing chocolate flavor with it too. Very good, very good, very good. Very, very good. I wouldn't say it's the top mocha I've ever had in my life, but they did a good job. So we'll walk along West 16th here. You can see the cars are starting to pile up over here. And here we are. We're walking over to the main retail stretch here in the neighborhood. So across the street, that's Fairview. Over here, South Cambie. And across the street on this side, you're into Riley Park Little Mountain. And across to this side, on the other intersection there, you're over into Mount Pleasant. So we're at a real juncture here in the neighborhood, or in Vancouver. Not just in the neighborhood, in Vancouver. Where you have 4 of these neighborhoods all coming together right on over here. Absolutely, absolutely fascinating. Let's see. Especially when you take it from the perspective of a neighborhood checkup. So we went into the area, saw some of the parks, walked through the hospital, which is the main chunk of South Cambie. It's just the hospital facility itself. And then came on over here to see this part of the neighborhood too, the big retail strip here. So people from South Cambie will hang out on both sides. This is Cambie and 16th here. So this is Fairview here, Mount Pleasant here, Riley Park Little Mountain here. Okay. And of course, right where we are right now, at this corner, we're in South Cambie. Neato, eh? There's the 29th Avenue bus right there. Heading through the neighborhood. see lots of people getting off to go to their homes here. And you gotta remember, like, not all of the homes that are in here are like lived in by like a family. Some of these homes are like broken up. Oh, that's a tough kid. Just fell down, didn't even wince. That's awesome. That's good parents right there. So we'll walk up this side right on over here for you and take you back on over to one of the SkyTrain stations here in the area, which would be the King Edward station. And that's the major juncture or hub here, especially if you live in the north side of Cambie, South Cambie. If you want to head to a SkyTrain station, you'll probably head to King Edward. So this is West 17th and Cambie Street. What a beautiful day to be out, guys. What a beautiful day. So if you are in the neighborhood, like, you really need to like check out some different stuff. Wow, this is fascinating. Just fascinating. Just passing Atlas Row on over here. It's highway. Okay. Yeah, bus number 33, absolutely, right there. Look at this, like a lot more of the restaurants that I want to go to or like I want to go to that milk tea shop right there right now. They're across the street in the other neighborhood. Here's a gluten-free bakery, but unfortunately it's closed on Mondays. Looks like it's got some tasty treats in there. And JJ Bean is still here. We can get some food in JJ Bean. They're pretty good. But the plaza that's over here for JJ Bean is under construction right now. Used to be this awesome plaza on over here. Saturday going to the Botanical Conservatory at Little Mountain. Yeah, that's where it is. I haven't been in the Botanical in a while, but I can't film in there either. So I do want to take Asif over there so he can just see it without any cameras. The reason they don't let cameras is in there because they want people to come. So makes sense. Oh, wow. Such an interesting neighborhood. Oh, they got Video Cat on over here. Look at this. One of the final DVD, Blu-ray, VHS rental stores right here in the neighborhood. Look at that right there. You do not see this anymore very often. In DVD rentals. Not in the age of streaming. Let's head up to the station. This is the local grocery store we're walking past right now. We'll walk up the street though. This is Cambie. We're heading south right now, and we're walking on a slight uphill. There's a very slight uphill here. It might look here. This is where people live in a lot of these old brownstones. Okay, a lot of them have this kind of like stucco outside. A lot of these are from like we'll walk up the hill. So we're on Cambie Street here, and we're over by West 21st. And there's the other public school that's here in the neighborhood. And 4 bars, and it's giving me a heads up that there's a week. What embassy is over here? It's fascinating to see. Jump on this. Yeah, I don't see anything specifically in and around that area right there. That's kind of interesting. That's very interesting to see. So we're going to head on over to the next station. The next station is going to... This gives you an idea about how people from the South Cambie neighborhood will... of course, the Expo line. So it's good to see the connections are here. It's Olympic Village station. So the next station that will get to rush hour. What can you say? It's not that packed on over here at this side. In the summertime, more people will walk or bike, okay, or scoot. So there's a lot of that too. Just trying to keep the camera on me while these people are getting off of the bus. Or the SkyTrain in this case. Same thing though. It gets you around. No worries, no worries. You use that. I can use this right here, okay? That's cool. There. So, just one more station and then we'll be... There we are. Let's go. So we'll get off here. This is Vancouver City Centre. A lot of people are getting off here. A lot of people. You can see this is peak rush hour. Look at this. Look at how many people are here. And then when you get down here, just like So many people both coming in and going out of the SkyTrain station here. Really tells you about, like, there's tourism here. This looks like a pack of tourists right here. So. Back into the downtown we go. So we are back downtown. Oh wow. Wow. Yeah, we're over here at the intersection of Granville and Robson, or Granville and West Georgia. Right here, here's the busiest intersection in all of Vancouver. Right here. There's one of the number 16 Arbutus bus right there. Oh wow. Let's head this way. It's almost you get almost a bit of culture shock coming back here and seeing all these people after you've walked through such a pleasant, beautiful, quiet neighborhood. And come back to the hustle and bustle of the downtown core. You really see it looks like there's like canyons here from the towers that are here. Yeah, Hudson Bay closed down. Yeah, it's unfortunate for the workers, but who worked at Hudson Bay. But like, what can you do? What can you say? There's like a whole demonstration on over here. I think we're gonna walk around the demonstration, or keep the cameras off of the demonstration. Okay, we're not criticizing them or anything. It's just YouTube really doesn't like it. It doesn't matter who it is. Yeah. So just let you know there is a demonstration going on, but we're not going to focus on that at all. Just going to keep walking past it. But anyways, yeah, so like it's real easy to get down here from South Cambie. Again, King Edward is one of those major arterial streets, or arterial, King Edward Station is one of those major arterial places, as well as Oak Ridge 41st Station. Just jump on the Canada Line, boom, you're downtown. You need to switch on over to another SkyTrain line while you're downtown, so easy switch. So a really well-connected neighborhood with like proximity to 2 SkyTrain stations. They have a 3rd SkyTrain station if you're counting Broadway City Hall 2, which is just like probably like 6 blocks north of 16th Ave. So yeah, really good access over there. It's good to see. Look at the flood of people on over here right now. This is the office rush crowd here, and a mix of everything else. Yeah. Ken saying, wow, money, but gorgeous city to live in. Yeah, it is an expensive city. Yeah, nonetheless, one of the most expensive cities in the world, apparently. Not the expensive, but pretty close. West Georgia and Hornby Street. I think we walked down Hornby yesterday. Such a nice place to be back downtown. But yeah, so the rating I would give South Cambie, okay, of course the housing is expensive there. The rent there is about par as a downtown. So if you want to rent, you can rent relatively easy. It's a little bit more of a quieter area. It's also more of a seismically stable area as well. So if you're concerned about earthquakes or anything, that's the same parallel as the top of Little Mountain. Little Mountain's a little higher, of course, in Queen Elizabeth Park, but yeah, fairly stable area. Okay, a lot of bedrock there. And that's one reason that you get some of those more expensive homes there as well. Okay, beautiful parks though, nonetheless. The one thing I do have a concern about is not a whole lot of options for restaurants, but what is there is available. But the coffee shops are not open late at all. So it's really hard to get, if you want to go out a little bit later, enjoy some of the cafe experience in the evening time, that option's just not available in that neighborhood. It's just something that, you know, I like, I enjoy doing. But other than that, like, internet connectivity is pretty good, except for that strip of Cambie Street where you get around West 24th and King Edward Street. It gets a little sketchy right there, so I'd probably want to stay away from those intersections right there. If I was to choose to live in and around there. Seems like there's like a black hole there or something like that for the internet. You'll get 4 bars on your phone, but then it like cuts out any of your cell phone signals. Very strange, very strange. So, yeah, that's a nice neighborhood. So now you can say, how often have you seen the South Cambie neighborhood? Okay, you can say, I've seen it. Jerome was there. He did a neighborhood checkup. But right now, let's just enjoy a little bit of the downtown before we go. So, come on with me right now. I gotta walk over to the Davie Village, so. Gonna see some friends on over there. So come on with me if you want. You know, head up along Butte Street. Here's Thurlow right here. We can take Thurlow too. There's lots of options. Let's go through Thurlow. We took Butte, I think, like yesterday. If not for this, for a video. Give you a little bit more of a taste of the downtown too. Hey, you might as well come along. I would rate the walkability of South Cambie as like really, really easy to get around, not hard. There is a little bit of a maze when you get around the hospital, but that's understandable. There's an undercover police car right there. You can tell because of a few things. The things on the top there, okay, they also got a crash cage in there. And if you can see, even though they're wearing regular stuff, there is a onboard computer in there as well, the police use. So yeah, they're hiding out in this Dodge. So they got a variety of different cars. Like, people think that they're all the same, but they're not. No, they mix them up. They even have minivans that are undercover. It's just fun to see. They'll usually put roll crash cases on those. There, you can see the crash cage right on the front there. There's the crash cage right there. You know what to look for. Yeah, a real quiet neighborhood. I would definitely say South Cambie. If you can find a nice place in there, away from 24th and Cambie Street, you're good to go. Anywhere else in that neighborhood is epic. But definitely stay away from like 24th and Cambie Street and 23rd and Cambie Street. The internet's just very bad there. This is the intersection of Alberni and Willow Street. Oh, looks like we got the cross, so we're good to go.
I'm like, girl. Sometimes I
This is Willow Street here. This is the sinkhole. So the street right now is closed on over here at Robson Street. So you can literally walk down it, like look behind me here. There's nothing going on here. They closed down the strip. The buses now have to detour the number 5 buses here because of course the sinkhole opened up. They've been dealing with this very, very well, the city, so it's very fascinating to see. There's just a crack opened up, and then they cut away the concrete. They filled it in with quick dry and cement. Now they're putting gravel on it, okay? So it's going to take a few more days to get everything to settle. They're probably going to have to put a few more rounds of gravel on before they cement it back up again, but yeah, right on over here at Robson and Willow Street. You can literally stand in the intersection right now because the street is literally closed off on this side. On the other side, it's still active, so don't stand on the other side. But this side, literally closed off. Yeah, like a huge sinkhole. Look at that. Wow, eh? And then, like, it's still active here. You can see the cars passing on that side, too. They got it all fenced off though, all the way around the sinkhole here. So, but like kudos to the city and the city staff for this. This is a quick job. That is not easy, and I've seen that take like months in Toronto for them to solve these problems. There is something about Vancouver construction staff on over here, police on over here, ambulance, fire, all you folks are amazing. Transit too. I'm sure I'm missing someone, maybe the garbage people as well. All you guys do an amazing job, so kudos to you. And this just shows you, like, they're lickety split fast on this. We can't have Robson Street shut down for a very long time. And this will take a little bit of time, but they're moving quick on it as fast as they can. Kudos to them. In the meantime, the whole road's closed. So you can literally walk down the middle of Robson Street right now. You can literally walk down the middle of Robson Street. Like, they don't have festivals on this street or anything like this. So this is like epic. This is like once in a lifetime type of view here, right from the middle of the road for you. You're not going to see this much longer. So if you're down here and you want to walk down it, like today is your day, maybe tomorrow, but once you get that concrete poured in there on the sinkhole, they'll open this thing up lickety split again. Just wow though, eh? Just wow. I get people, when did you take that shot when you were in the middle of Robson Street? Just collecting little thumbnails. That's awesome. Like, I have a series of photos that I like to take and put up when we schedule the live streams. It's pretty neat. After this though, once you get past these barriers, don't walk down the middle of the street. I think you still can for a little bit, but just be safe about it. House is like rusty and streamer face. Yes, yes, yes. Ah! Look at this right here. So they're gonna have different patios on over here, or raised platforms for vendors and stuff like that. So this is the other part of the Butte Pedestrian Plaza, Butte Robson Pedestrian Plaza that they're setting up here. And it's looking like it's coming along fairly well. Like, the steps are like the main part that's gonna take, and the foundation. They're just letting that settle a bit before they build on top of it. Here's the Butte Street pedestrian walkway. No driving here, except bicycles. If only bicycles are that here, then what about scooters and unicycles and all those other things? Do they count? Two scooters just passed us. I'm sure they count. I love this little fountain here. It's just cute. Nothing too fancy, just nice to see. Brings the sound of rushing water into the core of the West End though, and over here we're really in the middle of it. We're over here. So like I said, I'm just heading on over to the Davie Village right now. So feel free to come with me. We're just crossing Barclay Street. But again, for the bulk of the stream we did today, we did a neighborhood checkup over in the South Cambie neighborhood. Nice neighborhood, really quiet. Not a lot of restaurants and shops there, but for what's there, there's a good option of Asian food on over there for those restaurants. In the way of coffee shops, they tend to open early and close early, so that's something that you need to think about if you're living on over in that area. And like your real only retail area on over in that neighborhood is pretty much in the Cambie Village and in the south section of the Cambie Village. And then again, even then, you have to go to the other side of the street and leave the neighborhood, technically, in the Cambie Village to get to most of the nicer restaurants and shops that you want to eat at. So, yeah, not a lot of offer in that way, but when it comes to parks and homes and internet connectivity, except around Cambie Street and West 24th and West 23rd, really good connectivity on over there. Huge parks, a lot of nice amenities. So I really like the South Cambie neighborhood for that. Okay, and for what you're paying, what you would pay to live on over here in this neighborhood, you're paying about the same to live on over there if you're renting. But if you want to buy a home is a lot more expensive on over there. Over here, you're probably just gonna buy a condo. Okay, but over there, the homes go for around $4 million. So, yeah, that's when you're next door to Shaughnessy, the most expensive neighborhood apparently in the city. I'm not sure if it's the most expensive one. I think West Point Grey might have them a run for their money. That might be like more of a myth than we realize. But hey, we can look into that later. So anyways, folks, yeah, come with me on over to Davie. But that was our neighborhood checkup over in South Cambie. Very cool, eh? Now you get a little bit of the downtown to add to it. So we're over here on Butte Street. Yeah, I was just saying, very quiet down there in South Cambie. And that's another thing. This is what we do. Like, this is what I've said a few times on the stream already. But we go and we do the neighborhood checkups in neighborhoods like South Cambie, because it's easy to walk around a place like this and show you this over and over and over again. And I'm sure that a lot of you wouldn't mind watching this over and over and over again. But once in a while, it's nice to get out and show you what Vancouver really looks like beyond the downtown peninsula, which includes the West End, which we're in right now, and the Davie Village is part of. So we'll continue to do different neighborhood checkups. When we run out of Vancouver ones, every once in a while we'll mix it up. I got a request from Justin just yesterday, it might have been Richard or Robert, I'm not quite sure who, but to go on down to Richmond and do some of the Richmond neighborhoods. So I found the old city of Richmond map. Okay, it took me a while to find it online, but I found it in the archives, and all the little neighborhoods on over there. So we can like start to break up the neighborhoods in Richmond as well, and take a look at a few of those too as we're walking through the neighborhood. Here's Jim Diva Plaza. Right here. One of the heartbeats of the village on over here. So anyways, folks, thanks for coming along today for our neighborhood checkup of the South Cambie neighborhood. And yeah, it's good to see you folks come along. Richard, nice to see you too. Yeah, so we've just finished our neighborhood checkup and come into the downtown. Hey, nice to see you. I'm gonna head out on now, okay? I started work at 4 a.m. this morning, so thanks again for coming along, and hit that like button on the way out, okay? It's greatly appreciated. And also, Mark, thank you for the super chat, the $20 super chat. That's greatly appreciated too. So I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good day, and yeah, see ya again. Tomorrow's Friday Fried Chicken Walk, so we'll have that city crawl for Friday call as well. Keep an eye out. Bye, folks. Have a good day. Hit that like button. Yeah, hit that like button now. It's right on over there. Hit the like button.